Hello everybody. So as promised from my last video, today I'll be trying to do a repair on this drone. So basically, currently the main problem with it is that it does not connect. So if I try and connect, try and turn it on. It would appear that it turns on and works fine, but if you look closer under the flap, you might be seeing both green and red lights on, which means some internal error inside the drone, and pressing the button, trying to bind the remote doesn't do anything. Also, the USB does not read and the interior fan does not start. So I have ordered a new core board and hopefully this will sort it out. So let's take it apart and see how it goes. To get at the core board, all you gotta do is take the bottom plate off. But since I've been in this drone before, I do need to take the top cover off as well. This is because I need to put some hot glue on all the connections. Basically, if one of the boards is not connected together, then the power is too great and things start burning. Like before, I tried unplugging the core board and just powering it up with the ESC board and the gimbal board, and I have lost the gimbal due to that because it just started burning up. So, little tip for you all: if you do need to remove the top bit, then always make sure that you are aware of the GPS antenna that's in the back, and it is disconnected with that little clip in there, which is usually a very easy thing to do. There we go. And then the first time will always be it's gonna be very tough to remove this, but a little bit of persuasion and it will come apart. Here we are, and nothing's broken, everything's fine, no worries. So the connection I was talking about is this one, because this one goes directly to the core board. So since I've been in here before and I have removed this, so I will need to put a little dab of hot glue on there. So that's pretty much the only thing I need to do now. Anyway, now to remove the bottom part is just 8 screws and you should be in. So then, to remove the core board, you have to unplug these antenna cables, this RC flex here, and then 3 ribbons up top. You also have 3 screws to take care of, so that's 1 on top and 2 on the bottom. So let's do that now. To take out the board, it's not that easy because you have this little connection here that is very easily rippable, and then you also have all these clips on the edge holding it down. So, but little by little, and it comes out. Before putting this board in, I will give it a good clean to get the old residue out. And then what you can do is you can always put some CPU thermal paste on, which acts in the same way and is not harmful to the device. So then, the core board is inside and everything seems to be alright. I've plugged in the battery, and now of course the GPS won't be on, so the light will be illuminated red, but we can see if it will pair with our remote after it starts. So then we can try and pair the remote to the drone. And it works. Finally. So then, now that we can see that it's working, we can put it all together and see if there's any errors there's gonna be. And as you can see, the fan turns on, everything seems to be working fine. So now that it seems to be all alright and in working order, I will put some thermal paste on and then close it all up. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna power the drone again. So now this is all together, and we will see if there's any errors or if it starts. Alright, so there's a compass error, which probably just needs a calibration, but there's no image transmission. So a few days have passed since the last shot, and I was trying to figure out what could be the problem, because the DJI app was showing me air encoder error, and that usually relates to the SD card failing or having some issues, but that wasn't the case because I wasn't getting any image transmission at all. So I was like, could it be the camera, could it be anything else? But I was like, well, I don't want to spend 260 pounds for the whole set, because it could be the board, it could be the gimbal, it could be anything. So I was like, I'm gonna start from the basics. And what I've done is I went across these cables here, and lo and behold, the one here has had one of its pin pushed to the side. So what I've done is I took a few pictures up close, analyzed it, and pushed the prong to its proper position. Now I've searched online and everything what the air encoder error could be, and I couldn't find any leads. So, but now, since I sorted out that little prong, when I turn the drone on, we can see that it should show up properly. And here we are. The gimbal works, it moves up and down, everything's fine, and so the drone is finally sorted. So in this time while the drone was broken, I had so many issues with it, and these issues are quite common, and finally it's all been sorted out. So if you have no USB, no fan, no RC connectivity, then your probable main cause is the core board. And if you have an air encoder error and formatting the SD card does not work, then most definitely you will have an issue with one of the ribbons, or even sometimes it could be the video cable that goes from the camera to the board on top itself. So right now, let's go out and take it for a little flight and see what happens. Alright, so let's have a little go. Now only one issue persisted, and that was the forward sensor calibration error. So just to sort that one out, I just went on to DJI Assistant 2 and recalibrated them.
Take off.
And everything seemed to be alright after that. So here we can see that the drone is finally back in action, the video is working great, and it flies superbly. Just proves that these first gen Mavics are very resistant to water, and even spending a whole day under ice cold water won't kill it. In my case, I was very unfortunate that the drone fell from such a height, but even so only required a new core board. So I would like to thank you all for watching and would like to wish you all the best. Please do subscribe if you want and leave a like if you wish. Thanks.